welcome to my channel. This is Candidly Chaotic and I am Jamie. On this channel I like to share homeschooling things, family adventures, and mom life. So please hit the subscribe button down below if those things sound interesting to you, and hit the like button as well if you like this video. Today I am sharing I guess like a cook with me video type thing, or a week of meals is what I would like to do here. My family, we have some allergies that we have to work around, and I love these cook with me meal ideas that I see on other homemaking or homeschool mom YouTube channels. But I can get some ideas from them, but they just aren't super applicable to us because of our allergies that we have to work around. And so I thought I would share, everybody's allergies are going to be different, and so this may not even be helpful for you, but maybe it will be. Maybe you have similar allergies, or I don't know, maybe it'll just give you ideas on how to work around things when you have allergies. So that's what this video is going to be about. The allergies that we are working around, so you're aware, are beef, dairy, and eggs. Those are the biggies. We also have a peanut allergy in the house, and that's me actually. And but it's super easy to work around, and my kids still eat peanut butter, so it's not like that one's not a big deal. But it's not like we never do beef, because that's my allergy as well, and it just depends on how I'm feeling, if I can handle it. Or like my son's birthday is coming up and he loves hamburgers, and so of course we're gonna have hamburgers for his meal. And then dairy and eggs, my youngest son is allergic to the dairy and eggs, and he so some of the other, I'll have eggs on my sandwich for breakfast. My husband has eggs. Sometimes my older son has eggs. So it's not like nobody eats eggs. It's just when it's as a family meal, we really don't. And same with milk. My younger son has his kind of milk and we have our kind of milk. And so it's not like we don't do dairy at all in this house. But when I make meals, I really don't like to do two of a meal. I just don't like doing that. If I can easily, for my younger son, for instance, we've had enchiladas, and for him, I can get dairy-free cheese, and then I just make all of the enchiladas the same, other than he gets a smaller pan with his dairy-free cheese in it, and then we get a larger pan with our regular cheese in it, and that's really the only difference that I need to do. And so if it's something like that, or biscuits and gravy, we make my younger son's gravy separately. Well, we brown up all the meat and then take a little aside and make his out of almond milk and ours out of regular milk. That's a really very easy thing to do. I will do that. I'm just not gonna make all one recipe for him while I'm making all one recipe for us. So if I can tweak it to serve him and us easily, I will. So without further ado, here are the meals we are having. Okay, so sorry the background's kind of loud. My son is doing his breathing treatment and watching TV to keep him occupied while he does it. So tonight for supper, I'm doing a ham and potato and green beans in the Instant Pot. I got this recipe idea from Everyday Homeschooler, and we actually haven't tried it yet. I'm excited to try it. So our modifications are just that my butter is like a vegan non-dairy butter, and then I'm not doing salt and pepper. I might do a little bit of salt, I suppose, but I'm gonna try St. Elmo's seasoning in it just to kind of change it up, and I'm gonna add a little bit of onion. So but yeah, so what goes in it is probably half of this ham that I got from Costco, some of the green beans, probably not even that whole bag, These potatoes, again, probably not a whole bag because this is a 5-pound bag. We'll just see what looks good. I probably won't even cut them because they're small. A little bit of onion, and then you put a whole stick of butter on top, pour in the chicken stock over it, and then season it. Like I said, I got this from Everyday Homeschooler, and this is the first time we're trying it, so I'm excited to see. Tonight is quesadilla night. So this is the gist of the things we're having. Plus we did chicken in the Instant Pot. And so it does need to be, it doesn't look super great right now, but it has a little bit of, our own taco seasoning. Oops, here we go. Our own taco seasoning. We repurposed a container and we mixed up what we like. And so it has some of that in there. And then this will go in my, I'm gonna shred it. So I usually shred it in this thing, and then we will mix it up with a little bit more taco seasoning as well, maybe if it needs it. And then our other ingredients are soft tacos for the quesadilla part. And you hear my kids in the background. We do have some different kinds of salsa out. My husband will have his hot sauce. We will fry up some peppers, fry up some onion. We'll cut up some avocado to put in there. We like to make some Mexican rice with it. And then we have our regular cheese and then our dairy-free cheese for the dairy-free needs that we have. We are cooking up some chili. The food that I made yesterday actually had plenty of leftovers for us to eat for supper tonight, but just some things that are happening tomorrow, it's easier to cook tonight, and we'll have leftovers on Wednesday and Thursday then, actually, because this will have lots of leftovers and so does the other. So anyways, yeah, so these are our ingredients. During lunchtime, I was chopping for like our vegetables at lunch, and so I just went ahead and chopped up some of the things. So that's what's in here is some carrots and some of those little like sweet peppers, and so I chopped up a bunch of those, and then I chopped up a whole zucchini. We have some onion in there, and then this is, oh, it's really frozen. Uh-oh. This is frozen corn. Like my great uncle has a farm. Anyways, they grow corn, and so this is from that. My husband already browned up the meat for me because, oopsie, yeah. So the meat is already browned up, and there is some onion in there. We use turkey meat. We've also used deer meat, which is really yummy in this, but so because I'm allergic to beef, we do not usually use beef in our chili. So then I'm gonna do, I don't know if I'll do 1 or 2 cans of the chili beans. It depends, and we definitely keep the sauce in there. And then I probably will put a little bit of pepper, maybe a little bit of paprika. I will add just a little bit more of chili pepper, not a lot, because we don't, my husband likes spice, but the rest of us don't. salt, and then I was gonna put garlic in there and I forgot, so I'm just gonna do garlic powder today. All right, so I almost forgot about our cornbread to go with our chili. So, which I almost forgot to make it. It's, but anyways, so you can make just homemade cornbread that's egg-free, dairy-free, but I like to have quick things too, a lot of times. And so you can get the Jiffy mix because it does not have any egg or milk in it. And all you do is, it calls for 1 egg and 1/3 cup of milk. And so I will use my flaxseed egg replacement, which is 3 tablespoons of like hot water and 1 tablespoon of flaxseed. And so I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Sorry, this is super awkward that I'm like bending down, but I'll mix it up a little bit. And then it's best if you let it sit, because then it can kind of like, sounds really gross, but kind of like gel up a little bit, and then it kind of is like an egg consistency. So I just will set this aside. Where do I want it? There we go. I'll set it aside for now. And then you also just use, so we like almond milk in our house. I know soy milk is better for baking because it is, I think has more like fatty properties. It does more like a regular milk, but we don't really like soy milk. And so I just use what we have and it'll work fine. Then I'll just mix it up like it says and bake it like it says. I forgot to do the cooking part of this video. So I'm just showing the finished product. The chicken and the sauce was in my Instant Pot, and then the green beans were just on the stove. Here's that. And then I cooked my rice in the rice cooker. The Instant Pot recipe did call for you to cook your rice in the Instant Pot, but I don't have the right like bowls and stuff. So this is honey garlic chicken with just plain rice and green beans, and we kind of mix it all together. So let's see, there was garlic, a little bit of chicken broth, honey, a little bit of ketchup, soy sauce, oregano, parsley, salt and pepper. I think that's it for the sauce and the chicken. This is what it looks like, just a bunch of sauce. And then you're supposed to thicken it up, which I did not do because I'm lazy. But this is our meal for tonight. There's no milk, no eggs, no allergy for our family in this meal. I am not sure why I am so terrible at remembering to do this cooking thing. But tonight we are having pancakes, which my boys are very excited about. And we're having some chicken sausage. Yeah, chicken sausage from Costco. Now, I do have a vegan recipe, and it's very simple. I'm flipping the pancakes right now because I forgot to show the part about, you know, like cooking it again. But anyways, so I do have a very simple vegan pancake recipe that we like a lot. You definitely can tell a difference if you're gonna go eat pancakes and then eat these vegan pancakes, but we've been eating them so long and they are really good regardless. So it's flour, oh goodness, let me remember here. Flour, let's go to my pantry, that will help me remember better. Okay, so you take flour and baking powder and a little bit of salt, not a lot, and whisk that up. And then you put in, you're supposed to put, it calls for coconut oil. We use a lot of canola oil just because I can get it pretty cheap for at Costco, and I use it for a lot of things because it's very you know, versatile. So I use canola oil instead. And then I put in some vanilla, but it's not on the recipe because the recipe actually calls for vanilla almond milk, or you could use soy milk. But I don't usually get vanilla milk. We usually get plain and unsweetened. And so I add the vanilla so that way our pancakes have that vanilla flavor with it. And then for sugar, you can either use sugar, and honestly, it doesn't call for very much sugar, which I really like, or you could also use maple syrup. So I really like to have that option because when we try to cut back on sugar, which we do try to do that, I like to use the maple syrup, and we feel like it makes them taste even better. However, we do not have maple syrup right now. We are out. And so I had to use regular sugar. But that's it. That's all, I think. That's all it calls for. And I will link that recipe below because it's just kind of like a staple in our house, and we love that we can have pancakes. And like I said, we are going to have some chicken sausage with it. My husband likes plain pancakes, and my kids they're funny. They like to have like 1 or 2 plain pancakes, and then they like to have pancakes that have blueberries and chocolate chips. So I'll just make a couple different kinds, and I make a huge batch. I make 3, like a triple batch, in hopes that we will have a little bit left over for breakfast tomorrow. So that is tonight's supper. Our pancakes cooking on the griddle here. Here's the batter. I'm about ready to put the sausage in the skillet. That is my 5 days of meals. That was much more than a week for us. And I actually also forgot we had brats and hot dogs, and I had brats and hot dogs, and my husband smoked some little potatoes one time, and I didn't video that at all. So that was another thing, but that has gotten us through quite a bit of, the last couple, I don't know, week and a half or so, because we do leftovers as well. Those are meals that we do to avoid our allergens. Please let me know if you have any good recipes, simple, I like easy recipes for those kinds of things in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And give this a thumbs up if you like this kind of video, so that way I know. Thank you.